What's going on? It's your brother, your main, IC Jonez, and welcome to another episode of What's Your Perspective and Under the Hood production. Today, I got my brother, man. Yeah, the big dog in the building. We got Yowda.
Man, what's up, bro?
How you feeling, dog?
I'm always good. I'm
You
great.
good, man?
I'm great.
All good, man. I've been rocking with Yowda for a couple years, and one of the things he always tells me is it's all good. You know, hey man, it's all good. I said I gotta adopt that.
Man, it's all good.
Right?
It's all good, man.
So I've interviewed Yowda on my last show, Hot Seat with IC Jonez, and we had a great conversation. I do hashtag dope talk. And that's what we're gonna have now, you know, dope talk today on What's Your Perspective, man. So talk to me, brother, like people know you from Reno, right? You never had that as a secret or nothing, right? This is where you at, right? But also a representative of Las Vegas, right? What's your perspective of Reno, man? You know, for the people who never been, people who don't know the history of it type thing or whatever,
Man,
like what's your
perspective? It's the biggest little city in the world, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a little more Bay Area influenced.
Okay, because it's northern Nevada.
Then Vegas is, you know what I'm saying? Vegas more LA influenced.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the cultures are kind of different. Other than that, you know what I'm saying? Because Sacramento's an hour and a half away.
Okay.
So Oakland is 2 hours away, really, two and a half hours.
Right.
So everything is like, you know, right there. You know what I'm saying? You can go back and forth in one day, you know what I'm saying? Take 2 or 3 trips. So that's about the biggest difference other than that.
Yeah. And what about just like the people? Is it more black? Is it more white? Is it diverse?
Nah, it's blacks, it's whites, a lot of Mexicans. I mean, I feel like it's the same about everywhere you go. You know, you got some certain areas that got this more than this more than that, and then you know when you start getting out to the hills, you got them people.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So
absolutely.
I feel like it's pretty like, you know. I mean, some cities might be from what I've traveled might be a little more African American-ish.
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying, when you get to the Midwest and down south, that's just what it is.
That's just what it is.
Yeah.
When it comes to like their strip, right? What do they call it?
Strip.
They call it the strip, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it a place people kick it like they do down here?
Same thing.
Locally and all?
It's the same thing. It's just littler, yeah.
It's just the biggest little city.
Yeah.
I've never been.
Yeah.
As long as I've been
Nevada,
in Vegas.
So it ain't really, you know, it's only 2 cities in Nevada for real.
Right. But see, I've heard people like perform in Elko. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. But, you know, when we think about Elko, you know, that's where they send all the juveniles.
Yeah. So I never thought that there was a culture, you know what I'm saying, in Elko, let alone people that can go perform.
Well, I think Elko, I don't even think Elko is considered a city yet. I wouldn't know because, like I said, when I went there, it was straight to the Hooskow or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But
100.
Yeah.
So when did you actually step foot in Vegas and start, like, rocking with the other artists? It had to be, like, 09 or something, maybe.
Yeah, earlier than that.
Okay.
Yeah, earlier than that. But as far as rocking with other artists, I didn't really start rocking with other artists until I started actually making some noise for myself.
Okay.
So it was kind of like just genuinely start fucking with niggas. I can't give you a real like date or nothing like that. Just, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Just genuinely when, you know, shit started moving a little bit, start networking a little bit. I mean, I was already rocking with niggas through other things in the streets.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? So before the music was popping, it was really, niggas would be like, why you in this fucking truck listening to instrumentals all the time? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what it really was. And then once the music started popping, it's like people already knew my name or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So that's just how it kind of just organically happened. I can't really give you a specifics on that one.
Well, I asked that because I want to know your perspective on the difference of the era then.
Well, you see, when I came, it was like CDs were just barely going away.
Barely.
So, you know, when I first started, I passed out over 50,000 CDs for free.
Wow.
Yeah,
For free.
For free. You know what I'm saying? And my whole thing was, if you don't like my music, I'll buy it back. You know what I'm saying? So I used to pull up on niggas, and then, you know, I was usually in a fly car, you know, I was in a Phantom or something like that. And, you know, niggas would want to see what I was talking about just because of the car I was in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They'd see me pull up in some fly shit and be like, here's this, I'm cool. I said, nigga, it's free. when you say free, niggas was always like, it's free. I'd be like, yeah. So I was giving out CDs for free. I gave out, I think, Cons, we gave out, my first one, La Costa Nostra, I gave out 20,000. Cons, I gave out 50,000 CDs for free. Didn't sell one.
70,000 basically.
Yeah, altogether 70,000.
And didn't sell one.
Mm-mm. And that was my thing, because, back then, the mixtapes was popping hella hard.
Yeah.
So niggas would try to sell you CDs, and it was like, because the nigga tried to sell me a CD one day, I was like, bro, why would I buy your CD when I can download Lil Wayne's mixtape for free?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I know what I'm getting. Mm-hmm. But you want me to spend my money on you and I don't know you from Adam. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I would never really I'm cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
I feel like if you're really trying to get a name or something like that, like if you go to Walmart and you drink Coke all the time, you're not finna buy something that says successful cola.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't never heard of it before, but you've heard of this before, so I might as well spend my money on this. So I use the same method. I'm like, well, here's a free sample.
Successful Cola will give you a free sample.
Yeah, Successful Cola give you a free sample.
Yeah, they got the little table up there. So try it out.
They'll give you a free sample, and like when businesses try to market themselves, that's what they do.
Yeah,
they set up in the grocery stores and they give you a free sample.
Yeah,
so you know what you're getting. They just put it in the store. Yeah. And a lot of niggas do that. They say, "Oh, just buy my shit, do this because I'm me," and it's like, bro, get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying?
I remember me dealing with the music. I was giving away the free download cards, right? Mm-hmm. And I would sell my disc to my fans. You know what I mean? And there was a time where someone wanted to low-key manage me, and he's asking me, why are you giving out, free downloads? The music is good, this, that, and third. And I'm explaining to him the same thing. But, in the church, being a gospel rapper, they have this whole tour they can give you, all these churches you can go to. He wanted to then take the CD, and he wanted to give me $3 and him take $7. You know what I mean? And he's like, what he'll do, he'll pay for this, the copies and this, that, and the third, but it's still like, but it's still like I made it myself.
Yeah.
So just to like take my hand off of it, just to take $3 of my own art, I still didn't see you know what I mean? Yeah. So what's your perspective on that?
It just depends on how you market yourself, man, because I ain't gonna lie, that got me on. I mean, my mixtape fell in the hands of Ross.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was just, lucky draw. So it just depends on how you want to do your business. At the time, I wasn't focused strictly on music because I was getting money other ways.
Yeah.
So like me giving away that shit wasn't nothing, and then like it was a good tool for me. You know what I'm saying? You don't like it, I'll buy it back from you from your price. And most of the time, niggas was like, they see me pulling up. I was heavy, you know what I'm saying, and in a nice car. So niggas was like, man, they want to give me something for it anyway. And I'd be like, nah, just listen to it. That's what I want you to do. You know what I'm saying? And like even shit, maybe like 2 weeks ago, I had a nigga like, man, remember you gave me a CD on Jones? Ooh. I was like, oh, okay, for sure. Of course I don't remember, but
right.
You know what I'm saying? It's stuck in niggas' minds that sales pitch. You
Facts.
know what I'm saying?
So in the business of music, though, in our last interview, or maybe you told me personally, but Ross, was like, I don't necessarily need to sign you. You could use the brand, though. You know what I mean? Like, everybody don't get that blessing.
Nah, they don't.
You feel me?
They don't.
So what's your perspective on the music industry in that route? Like, do you have to be a special person, like, or why don't they just let people?
Or just in general?
In general, because it's like you can co-sign who you want to co-sign, but you ain't got to sign them.
I don't think the co-signs work as much as they did before.
Okay.
Not at all. I don't think, like, not even close. You know what I'm saying?
Not even close.
It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Because back then, a co-sign would get you on.
Yeah.
Right now, when you get on, they come with the co-sign. So it's backwards now. Back then, it was like, okay, you ain't on all the way. I'm going to co-sign you. You going to hop on. But now it's like, oh, you on. Now,
yeah, you gotta have a certain.
So the labels come look for you after you already on. Now, like it's not like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like that before. Should I say?
And it's a general question. Do you think that people should feel good about that? Because now you got your own fan base. Like, do you really need the machine?
Either way it goes, you got to work hard. So
yeah,
and people always see the end result, not the beginning steps. Like niggas don't understand. There's got to be a part. It's like when you grow your hair. When you was growing your hair, there was a part when you was growing your hair you hated.
Right.
Like that one part where it's like it's half long, it's half short. You hate this part. Now niggas don't want to sit in that part. and that's the problem. So niggas don't understand that. Like, there's gonna be an ugly part in there, and when niggas get to that ugly part, niggas usually don't make it through there because they're so worried about looking good. So it's like, I'm at the ugly part, but man, just let me get it lined up and like keep it neat, keep it neat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of growing through that whole process. You know what I'm saying? So I think sometimes that kind of deters people, and then like finances mean a lot. You know what I'm saying? Finances mean a lot. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not as fortunate as other people are. Other people might have more responsibilities than other people do too.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Responsibilities is a lot. It's hard to just put everything into yourself when you're responsible for other people.
Yeah.
As far as family members, you know what I'm saying?
Kids,
children, all that. So I think all that plays a part. So, but at the end of the day, man, you just can't have a plan B. You know, there's no such thing as a plan B.
Gotta stick to it.
It's like, what you gonna do? I'm gonna do this. It's like, all right, that's it.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, I know you're not just a rapper. What are some side hustles you like to promote?
Right now, just the rapping in the movies. That's
Movies?
it. Yeah.
Okay. And what's the movies you got?
I got First Lady 3, Indictment, Get Paid, Paper Heart, Justice, Street Legal, and
Thug Love?
I was on Empire now.
Oh, okay.
Dang. I don't know. Well, I just shot my own movie. So that'll be coming out this year. I literally did my own movie.
Oh, no, was it Plug Love? No. Which one?
Oh, Plug Love. I was in Plug Love.
Yeah, I
was on Plug Love. Damn, that's crazy. I was on Plug Love. I do remember that.
Yeah.
I do remember that. Was dope. That was dope. I did fuck with that.
Yeah. So how did you get into the theater? How did you get into movie?
They just hit me.
So you didn't have to audition?
Nah, I didn't audition at all. But like,
for no movies?
No.
Wow. Okay.
So the first one I did, cool. I feel like Benzino was in that one, and they liked what I did. He called me back for another one, and I did pretty good on that. So they was like, man, let me try him out on this. And it just worked.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So what's the name of yours?
Loyalty Over Trust.
Okay. It's already done?
Oh, yeah, coming? We finished it in December, so it'll be out by this summer probably.
Okay.
Yeah. But as far as the filming and shit, we finished it in December.
All right. So music, obviously we in Vegas, fabulous Las Vegas. What's your perspective now on the independent local artists today? They got to work harder. They working good enough? What you think?
Some people are working, doing what they're supposed to. I'm not gonna say everybody is, but you know, everybody's road is different, so I can't judge.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. I like what's going on though. I got a few cats that I really like, fuck with, and enjoy. You know what I'm saying? And I think they probably the hottest ones in the city. It's just, you know, it's fucked up because the street politics, they don't really get along. But
true.
Other than that though, it's like 3 or 4. It's a hard 3 that I fuck with for real.
What's crazy is like your street politics for some reason is just so seamless. You know what I mean? Because you get to go wherever from what we see, you know, I know your life, right? You get to be in many different neighborhoods across America. I done seen you down in Florida and somebody calling you son, and I know that ain't your real mama. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, how do you do that? And what do you tell the youngsters on how they can do that? That
kind of came from what I was doing before I was rapping.
Okay.
In a lot of places we were going. Other than that, it's really just being a solid individual. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's easy to be somewhere when you just being yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like people know what they're gonna get out of me. People know what to expect. I got a cool resume. I got a cool name. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been in and out the systems. My name has always been like, you know, real
attached to solid ground.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I've been able to go a lot of places. I've been lucky enough to go in a lot of different areas, a lot of different hoods. No smut on my name, no chains being snatched, no robbers, no nothing like that. You know.
Yes, sir.
And I'm not saying this because of me. It's because of the people I'm associated with when I get to those cities.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's been all love. So I've had a blessed.
It's been based on energy when you meet people in other cities? Is it energy? Is it
all that, and then who I know that might know them? You know what I'm saying?
And
a
they
lot of
link you?
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Network.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, working with people who are currently still in the streets, right? What's some tools or some gems you can drop, because we've worked with some people, man, and they bring that street stuff into the business when we're trying to give them opportunities. You know what I mean?
You talking about as far as, well,
being a business owner. You know what I mean? Being sitting on the board.
Well, I'll tell you this. You know, I was in Atlanta, and I was at somebody's house or whatever. You know, and I had a guy that brought a lot of artists into the industry talk to me, and he put me to the side, and you know, he brought out like a lot of major artists, even to this day. You know what I'm saying? He's a gatekeeper, and he was like, "Man, Yowda, I fuck with you." He's like, "I see how you operate with your homeboys. I see you operate. You know, you're a real nigga. You know all that shit you learned in the streets and that code you stick to." I was like, "Yeah." He said, "Forget about it. If you want to be in this industry, it's a business." He said, "You don't owe nobody nothing but a verse. That's your job. You owe them a verse. So all that just trying to be loyal is like me and you fuck with each other. So if there's a business situation that needs to be handled, I'm gonna go for the money, not our friendship."
Yeah.
And he's like, "I feel you'll go for the friendship." And I was like, "Yeah, that's what, you know."
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, you got to start being a businessman." So that's what he told me.
How long ago was this? Approximately.
2017.
Okay. So pretty recent. You know.
18, 19, 6, 7 years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
But you've been in the game for a minute.
2000. Well, I started fucking with Ross in 2015.
Okay.
2015.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, did it matter because he was a gatekeeper when he gave you that gem, or did it matter because of his stature?
No, because actually he could have came from a hobo off the street, because what he was saying was real.
It's real, right?
When I looked at it, you know what I'm saying. So, I try not to always look at the messenger, but I try to look at the message.
Okay.
Because you know what I'm saying, it could be a bum downstairs.
Yeah.
Just because he looked like that 20 years ago, he could have been up a couple million.
Yeah.
He could give me advice on how not to do what he did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if I don't like all what he said, I can pick through what he said.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? Shit, I got 2 ears for a reason, 1 mouth for a reason, you know?
Yeah.
So I like to listen a lot more than I speak. Definitely
maturity. And that's the thing I've learned, because I've been doing independent hip-hop for a while. I like to call myself a hip-hop entrepreneur, right? And I did some things, man. And I'm trying to teach the cats on how to do it. But you know what they look at? They look at what I'm driving, right?
No, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? But they don't look at my tenure. They don't look at my legacy and what I have behind me and where I'm going in front of me. Like and I get tired of that. Like, bro, like...
They look at that fresh cut. That's that medium that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like when the hair's growing, they don't.
But is that a today thing? Because
I think people's done that all the time.
Okay.
But it's just like, it depends on if you really got your hands dirty, then you know the process.
Yeah.
And a lot of people ain't never got their hands dirty. A lot of niggas be like, "I want to be a rapper. Let me buy this chain. Let me get this car."
Yeah.
Now I'm just telling people I rap because I go to the studio.
Yeah.
But it's like, nah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, you're not no artist for real. You're just a nigga that like to get high and go to the studio.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Ain't got nothing else to do with your money because ain't nobody gave you no game yet. Or you ain't got no game about yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Where are I don't want to say gatekeepers, but where are the leaders in the music industry in Vegas, or where are the teachers for hip hop? You know what I mean? Because hip hop is 50, but where are our Las Vegas, teachers?
I don't know. Like, you know, every artist I've done a feature with in Vegas, you know, I've basically reached out to. A lot of people don't reach out to me. You know what I'm saying? And they, you know, people be like, "Why they know I could?" You know, I don't feel my appearance might be a certain way. You know what I'm saying? But if I think a nigga dope, I reach out and, you know, I give a nigga as much advice as I can. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like, you know, that gatekeeper just in the city, like, niggas is their own gatekeepers for real.
In Vegas.
Just
or
in
general.
Just in general, you know, dude was telling me that, you know, he's kind of high up as far as the labels go like that, but, you know, you can still make money and make a living without being at that point.
That's what I'm trying to teach cats. You can make a living.
Like, this is more of a career hustle type of thing than it is anything. Like, you can make, if I make $20,000 a month, I'm winning. You don't have to make $1 million and be signed. Like a lot of niggas be like, "Oh, we need a signed artist from Vegas." And it's like, bro, don't nobody care about that shit no more. This ain't fucking. You know what I'm saying? Who cares?
We just get that one.
Yeah, just get that one. It's like, bro, we got a couple of. Like, why don't we just have a whole bunch of successful men?
Yeah.
Why y'all want one? You know what I'm saying? How about just a whole bunch of successful men that's able to feed their family off what they love?
Right.
And they got to be in a spotlight like that. You know what I'm saying?
Music for royalties and entertainment in general, movies, TV, it's all residual based quarterly, right? Mm-hmm. So we get these checks quarterly, and you have to learn how to
budget. Oh, for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
What's your perspective on budgeting as an entertainer?
You better get to it fast. Cause niggas be BMFing, man. I'm talking about, but yeah, just get to it, man. Like, I don't know, you got to figure out what's more important and what you need. You know what I'm saying? If that bag's coming in like it's supposed to, you can kind of, be lax on it. But if it's not, you do got a budget. Like, you got it's a job. You know what I'm saying? Just because you ain't clocking in a clock don't mean it ain't no job.
Still got to hustle.
So a nigga might, like I said, one nigga might make $20,000 a month. One nigga might make $5,000 a month.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you just got to do what you're supposed to do. Do your due diligence with your dough.
But we got it to where it's like nobody knows to sign up on BMI. Nobody knows to get an LLC. Nobody knows what to do. And they got funds for entertainers in LA where like it's based at.
That's just pure laziness.
Just to not know the
this shit, like,
the game, you got to study the game.
The internet it's
out there.
Come on, man. You can look up on YouTube and figure out how to build a bomb out of this towel right here. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if a motherfucker really wanted to get some money, it's like, how do I get paid off music? If you put that on YouTube right now, it's going to be 40, 50 videos pop up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Very true.
Get off Instagram for a minute.
It's very true.
You might even find it. You can probably find it on Instagram for real.
Can, on the clips.
We're looking at them nasty ass bitches with them fake ass booties and titties. It's all lopsided and shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, for real. Like, so it's no excuse right now, bro. This is the era of information. You know what I'm saying?
No excuse.
Like, it's no excuse. So
I love it. I love it.
It's all on the person.
So with that, man, overall, how's your career been for you personally? Like, I know you got ups and downs, but on a scale of 1 to 10, are you like
10?
10. Things happen you never dreamed of.
Bro, listen, we sitting here talking about my career.
We are.
It's a 10.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm able to talk about my career. I'm able to go to the studio.
It's all good.
Not even able. I get to go to the studio.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I get to make music. I get to get a check. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get to work hard. I get to do this stuff. I don't have to. I get to.
Right.
It's a privilege.
So what about these cats? Because there's been some cats, and I don't have to name names. They come in, like you said, they blinging, man. They got the money. They got the videos popping. What makes a person just stop, even when they connected to you?
That's not what they're doing. That's not what they want to do. So this is the thing. Whatever you do in life, it has to be your passion. Like, so music is my passion. I fuck with it heavy. If I was working across the street or at the record store or whatever, when I got off work, I'd still want to go record music, even though I wasn't getting paid for it.
Yeah.
Because that's my passion.
Yeah.
So this is the thing, like, if you're doing your passion, you'll never stop. Look at something like 40, Too Short. Like, these artists, they still making music. You know what I'm saying? They don't need to. You know what I'm saying? They got money in other businesses, but they love making music.
Right.
And they probably going to continue to the day they die. Because that's their passion. That's what niggas love to do. So when it's your passion, it doesn't really feel like a job, but you're getting paid for it. But if it's not your passion, you're just into it for the look. When you're into it for the look.
For aesthetics.
Yeah. So it's like, that looks cool, man. I'm going to do it. But that's not what you really want to do. And most times, niggas think that looks cooler than what they want to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? A nigga might want to write books, but he feels like that's what gets the bitches and does that. So he's going to put his passion to the side to get what looks cool. And now, really, that's what makes him dumb.
You have been to the pen.
Mm-hmm.
What's your re-entry program? Like, what did you do to re-enter into society, bros? And to get to where you at, like, what did you do to re-enter?
It was, I don't know. Some of my homies say I'm still institutionalized in certain ways. But
You just threw me for a loop on that one, but I'm not with you every day or nothing like that.
Some homies do say that, like, man, you institutionalized in a certain way, and I see it sometimes, but sometimes it's just me being guarded because of, like, you know, the stuff I've been through. But
yeah,
it was a shell shock for me, a big time, because of where I was at and the time I did. So, but you don't have no choice but to do it. It's just like people sometimes ask me, "How you do all that time?" It's like, what do you mean? They threw me in there and you got to do it.
Well, they mean, like, how you didn't go crazy.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, one time I did 9 months in a hole. And people like, how'd you do 9 months in a hole? I was like, nigga, what you mean?
I just did it.
I did it. So when I came home, it's like, you hear all these stories about people, like, not being successful. And when I got out, the motherfucking cop told me I was going to be back.
Yeah, they all say that.
Yeah, he's like, I'll see you in like a year. Yeah. I was like, yeah, on TV. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you just got to do it. And like I said, sometimes people, the worst thing a man can do is be comfortable.
Okay.
And sometimes people get comfortable.
Yeah.
So that's the problem. So if you keep yourself uncomfortable, I feel like you'll always be successful.
True. My main question for what's your perspective is, what's your perspective on God, the Almighty? Is it Allah? Is it like, for you, what's your perspective on God?
It's the reason for everything I have. I mean, I don't know what you want to call. What you got? I mean, not you guys in general, but somebody could name it what they want to. God, Allah, or Jehovah, whatever. You know, whatever you want to say. But God is the reason for everything that I have. Like, and that's why I'm thankful for everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter. Like, I could leave here right now and run out of gas, but I'm thankful. Like, okay, God did this because I was finna get into an accident down the street.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good perspective. That's
it is. That's how I think about everything. Anytime something so-called bad happens, there's a good reason for it.
Yeah.
I just got pulled over by the police. Oh, they pulled me over right here because somebody was doing, I was going to get into a car accident over there. There's a drunk driver over there. Right. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Or maybe I wasn't supposed to be somewhere at a certain time. You know what I'm saying? So I look at everything like that. And my life's like been smooth because of that. You know what I'm saying? So everything I have is because of God, like everything.
And you know He got His hands on you.
Yeah, of course. Like, and I appreciate everything. Like,
grateful.
Yeah, I'm not entitled. As you know, I was talking about this not too long ago, but people are entitled. Like, motherfuckers look at shit. Oh shit, I need some new pair of shoes. Nigga, you lucky to have shoes.
Yeah.
Like, everything is a blessing. Our telephones are a blessing.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to have phones. We're not supposed to have cars. We're not supposed to have clothes. We're not supposed to have lights. You know what I'm saying? When the earth was made and we got here, we didn't have none of that shit.
Empty-handed.
So everything is a privilege.
Yeah.
Like, every little thing.
Wow.
I'm finna use some chapstick later on. Chapstick is a fucking privilege.
Right.
And the reason people be stressed out and don't like life or don't like their situation because they're basing it off what they think they're supposed to have.
Entitlement.
Instead of realizing that you're not, when you realize you're not supposed to have anything, then everything is a blessing.
That's a dope perspective, man.
It's real talk though. You're not, bro. We're not. There's nothing. Nothing that you have right now. You're supposed to have.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
So it's just like everything that you have is a blessing. Even if it's my car, man. I need a new car.
You have a car. Absolutely.
You know how many people don't have a car?
Absolutely.
You know how many people don't have a shoe? You know how many people ain't got gas money?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know how many people ain't got bus money? Fuck gas money.
Yep. Gotta walk.
You know what I'm saying? You know how many people live somewhere there ain't no buses?
Yeah. Yeah. I was just talking about that because I lost 3 people in my circumference in 36 hours this past weekend. You know what I mean? And my partner was like, man, you gotta like save some of that energy because the people who actually lost them, that's immediate to them, are going through it way worse than you. Just imagine what you're going through.
Now let me ask you this though.
You feel me?
So were any of them real close friends that you loved?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, imagine this though. Imagine if you were never even able to have a close friend that you loved.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, that person was a blessing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I know when people pass, people take it like, sometimes people like, oh, my mom passed. It's like, damn, there's somebody out there that didn't have a mom, though. Who got that experience.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? There's foster kids, or even accident, foster kids, whatever. There's some people, my dad passed, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I know it's hard to let people go, but you got to celebrate what they were.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't harp on them passing. You know what I'm saying? You got to celebrate what they were.
Absolutely.
And I think sometimes, instead of us being happy about what they were to us, would get sad about them being gone.
Yeah.
But they're really not gone. They're with us forever.
Forever, right? And I feel
It's just
that
the way you look at it.
And I was able to be there for them, and I had the strength for it. You feel me? And thankful for their life. You know, one of them was my mentor growing up. I was in the Capitol Leader. And another one, I watched her grow from a little girl to a grown woman with her own child and her own troubles. You know what I mean? You know, but it's just the fact that I got that call checking on me, but then at the same time, I got that strength to move forward and be there for the family. You know what I mean? And not just be all personal about it. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, enjoy the experiences that you did have instead of, you know, wallowing on the sorrow. So, you know what I mean? Great perspective, though, bro. Like, that's what this show is about, man, the perspective of others. You can have your own thoughts and be in your own head and do your own thing. But to see other people in a perspective, maybe you can adopt some of those things, man. What's your perspective? With Yowda, let me know where to follow you at. Let everybody know.
Man, one Yowda, you know, just put YOW, it'll pop up anywhere. If you love me or you need a reason to hate, follow me. They both on there for you, man. You know what I'm saying? Just fuck with it.
What's the latest album you dropped?
Actually, I got Poem dropping February 2nd, and then I got BLV, which is called Bad Little Vibe. It's an album for the ladies.
Dropping, so Poem is Product of My Environment? POME, got you.
And that drops February 2nd, and the other one drops February 23rd.
Back to back?
Back to back.
Okay, so it's 2 EPs or 2 full lengths? Or?
One's an album, one's an EP.
Okay, cool. So that's the thing, like, this show is I'm going to let you say what you're doing later on, but I just like having dope talk. You feel me? Like great conversations, man. How you feeling now? You feel me?
Great. I'm always good.
Enjoy this,
man. What I enjoy talking to you when I'm on the phone.
Right.
Good plan.
It's only my second episode, man, and I'm thankful to have y'all in the building, man. Make sure y'all
pop up for
absolutely.
You,
Thank you, brother.
Off time, no
Make
question.
sure y'all tap in, man. Under the Hood on YouTube.